Anime is probably the most influential and iconic pieces of media in the world. Back in my day, there were so many things to watch on TV. If it wasn't Cartoon Network, it was Nickelodeon. If it wasn't that, we had Disney or PBS or even Boomerang. I loved each and every one of the shows, and sometimes I come back just to watch them for old time's sake. But it was on one fateful day when little DJ overheard his grandma watching something that sounded almost angelic. He walked in her room, and what he saw changed his life forever. What I saw that day was Goku transforming into Super Saiyan 4. Now, at the time, I didn't even know what was going on, or why he was screaming for so long. But after that moment, I needed to find out. And that's when I was introduced to anime. Back then, anime wasn't as publicly accepted as it is now. I mean, just telling someone you watched it would either get you picked on or just avoid it completely. It wasn't until recently that everyone started showing some love to anime and to anime fans from all around the world. With new anime coming in by the dozen, us anime fans were eating good, and I mean good, back-to-back bangers without delay. One of my personal favorite newer anime being Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. We were all satisfied with what we got, even willing to wait prolonged amounts of time just to get a single episode. That's just how good these anime were back then. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying every anime that came out back then was a banger. There were definitely some flops for sure. It's just so few of them that no one really noticed or even cared about them. The difference between then and now, in my opinion, is now they prioritize views over fans. Now when I say fans, I don't just mean the people who watch the show. I mean the people who love the show, wants to see more of it, has banter and deep conversations and connections with elements of the show. Genuine fans who care more about the product than how many people are consuming it. That was what motivated the writers to give it their all and give the fans what they wanted without compromising the art. With social media being on the forefront of relevance now, it became a cosign in a way, making views priority over fans. What matters now is how many people seen that episode and made edits about that one part. That's what gets them traction now. So it would make sense as to why they try to appeal to a more media-tailored audience. And I'd be okay with that if the quality of said anime remained the same throughout the course of this transition. Unfortunately, it took a very noticeable decline. The modernization of anime meant they'd be sacrificing a lot of what made anime so legendary in the first place. The imagination and creativity that went into anime is what kept fans on cloud nine with almost every series that came out back then. One of the biggest examples of modernizing gone wrong being Boruto, the Naruto spin-off anime that focuses on Naruto's son Boruto. On paper, it sounds worthwhile, but you'll soon learn that's not the case. They butchered almost every previous character from the Naruto series, not including Naruto himself alongside Sasuke. They then made Naruto an absent father for the bulk of the beginning seasons, which in turn made Boruto a bratty and annoying character who happens to be the main character. Another example, Dragon Ball Super. Now this one is a mixed bag of thoughts because a lot of people actually like the series, and I can see why. The highs are high, but the lows are rock bottom. If you've seen Dragon Ball Z since it was called Dragon Ball, then you know why Super was so bad. They made Goku's character do a complete 180 and turned him from a knowledgeable character with silly moments to simply brain dead unless he's an Ultra Instinct. That's not including the wacky art style and how choppy it looks. With all that being said, it isn't all bad. I'm happy to see some of the newer writers stepping out of the box with the anime they make and writing them. JJK, for example, is deeper than just cool fight scenes and the Forsaken one. It's more like a constant battle between morals and what it means to be a sorcerer battling curses. There are still some gems hidden in a large pile of reincarnated tropes. You just gotta dig a little bit. Do I think anime will hit as hard as it did back then? Well, my answer is time will tell. All we can do as anime fans is test the waters and find those gems. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.